Hey guys, welcome back to the James Patterson Morning Show. Oh my God. I am so grateful to have you guys still tuned in. You guys are absolutely amazing. Listen, I want to be a little serious with you guys. There is a situation that just occurred in North Charleston, South Carolina, with a guy that was shot by a cop 8 times in his back. I mean, there is even a video that is out that shows the actual what situation and what occurred. My God, I'm telling you, it's so graphic to me. But I'm gonna tell you this. There is a segment that we have coming up that is called 3 Things with Natasha Chozen Lemon. And let me tell you, she covers this segment and it is titled All Lives Matter. This is powerful. She even gives you some live news feed, and she really is going to bring this in. So we are praying for the family. We are praying for the community. We are praying for the world, that more love needs to be carried throughout this nation, throughout this country, throughout the world. We need more love. We must show unity. And so right here, guys, I'm telling you, we are putting all the stops out and we are declaring that all lives matter. So here we are, 3 Things with Natasha Lemon on the James Patterson Morning Show.
Good morning. Good morning. You know, there's an uproar across the nation at this time, and it's stemming from Charleston, South Carolina. 50-year-old Walter Scott, an unarmed black man, was gunned down by a white North Charleston police officer, Officer Slager. Now, this action alone has many at a standstill due to the recent highlighted reports of similar cases, such as Michael Brown of Ferguson, Missouri. Just to recap the listeners, on Saturday, April 4th, Walter Scott was pulled over due to a broken brake light on his vehicle. What transpired between Scott being pulled over to him running away from the police officer is at the moment unknown. However, though, the police report says that Scott did not comply with the officer's demands and that he tried to take the officer's stun gun. There was a bystander that was bold enough to record the last minutes of Walter Scott's life. Now, in the video, which was broad daylight, Scott is seen running away from the officer, and not at a very fast pace. You know, his speed was just enough that with a little effort, putting forth maybe a swift jog, the officer may have caught up with him. Now, the officer draws his gun in the video. He draws his gun and shoots Scott 7 consecutive rounds. He shoots 7 consecutive rounds into the back of Walter Scott as he's running away. And then he shoots a final round, totaling 8 shots into the back of Walter. He falls to the ground. The officer is seen and heard calling for assistance shortly after, saying that, shots were fired, and he proceeds to say where he is. Now, the officer Slugger walks over to Scott's body on the ground and handcuffs him, which is procedure. He then goes back, picks up something that appeared to be a stun gun, and then places the object onto Walter Scott while he's lying lifeless on the ground. The video shows a different story than what the officer reported initially. So he has been charged with murder, not convicted, but charged with murder at this point. Community leaders have prompted the community members to remain calm and to take action through coming together to proclaim that black lives, they do matter. Now, listening on Walter Scott's brother, Anthony Scott, he shared more of exactly who Walter Scott was.
Coast Guard.
Take a listen.
He spent 2 years in the Coast Guard, and he has 4 children. And I had 2 brothers. But now I have 1 brother. But out of my brothers, he was the most outgoing out of all of us. He knew everybody. He knew family I didn't know. He had friends I didn't know. He was well known in the community, everywhere. And he was just an outgoing type of person, and loving and kind. That was just his nature.
And he loved the Dallas Cowboys. Boy, did he love the Dallas Cowboys.
He did. And we love the Dallas Cowboys. For that. But through the process of justice has been served, and I don't think that all police officers are bad cops, but there are some bad ones out there, and I don't want to see anyone get shot down the way that my brother got shot down. We've all seen the video. If there wasn't a video, would we know the truth, or would we just go on what was reported earlier? But we do know the truth now.
So there you have it. Words from Anthony Scott. So James, today's 3 things that I want us all to keep in mind is: number 1, all lives matter. Number 2, don't be afraid to share what is right, because as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. declared, an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. Third thing, be the change that you want to see. Be active in your community. Vote. Elect people in office that will serve and that will serve well. Back positive organizations that support our youth. We may not always come up with the exact amount today, but there can always be change. You're listening to the James Patterson Morning Show. I'm Natasha Chozen Lemon.
Wow, Natasha, thank you so much for being so amazing. You bring us things in the best way ever. Guys, I hope you were catching all of those points. All 3 points. I hope you had your notepad, because Natasha gave you so much to listen for. Listen, we are going to send a special song out to those, the family, to the community, to the world, to let you know that things will get better. It's okay to cry, but we want you to know that God answers your prayers. And so here we are live on the James Patterson Morning Show. We dedicate this song to you, Natasha Gray, Liquid Prayers.